Ignition sequence start.
We back at it down here in the space shuttle with our shenanigans. Welcome back, welcome back. Of course, I'm your boy Adrian, aka D.
Stubbs, how y'all doing?
And you already know we got another special guest in here today. Couldn't wait to get this young lady on the show. She's the owner of the Trap Ramen. I don't know if you tried it yet, but please go try it out. You want to say the young lady's name for our guests out there?
Man, you got it. You know you always better with the intros.
Come on, man. We're not going to do that. Come on,
you are the
join
best
ever.
with the intros.
We got Dannie here in the house getting ready to talk about her experience in cooking and also her business ventures. So, hey, anybody out there who's interested in knowing more about this stuff, even get some good-ass ramen, this is the lady you want to go see. Dannie, thank you so much for being on our show today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Snaps and claps,
Snaps. We're so happy to have you here. You know, we've been to your restaurant right on the west side. You want to, before we start, you want to give everybody an address where to come get some good ramen?
We have two locations. One location is on 12 Mile in Van Dyke. It's 28742 Van Dyke. We're probably a few blocks before you get to 12 Mile. We sit on Van Dyke and we're a couple blocks from 12 Mile. And then the west side location is on 7 Mile in Evergreen, 19740 West Evergreen. We are on the corner of Plainview and 7 Mile.
So what city is that in Van Dyke? 12 Mile in Van Dyke?
It's Warren.
Warren? That is Warren. That's
we in Warren, Michigan, and we in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You plan on opening any more establishments or just focus on those two for right now?
Yeah, you know, my dreams be big. Sometimes I've been thinking about doing like a little brunch spot or something like that. I do want to get Trap on the road and get a food truck so we can move around and, you know, advertise everywhere and do the little the festivals and the different concerts and stuff that they have going on in the city. Just to, you know, broaden our horizons and get more people into the fold, basically.
Have you ever been on a truck before? Or
Nope. Never cooked on the truck. I heard it is different, but never cooked on the truck. Never had a truck.
Because what I hear, again, I don't know from experience, but I hear it's a high upfront cost to be a vendor at a lot of those festivals. But
I heard it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do my research on that and see if it's something that I feel like it's going to be profitable for me. If not, then it's going to be the brick and mortars.
Now, for what I heard those ventures can, like you said, can be profitable.
Yeah.
You know, as long as, you know, you got the right type of people and the right type of movers and shakers.
Right.
Everything will work itself out. So it's like a return on investment.
Right.
So let me ask you this. How long have you been in the cooking game? What started you out into doing it?
I've been cooking for about 10 years. My 10-year anniversary was last year, so I'm working on 11. I always was the gritty kid in the kitchen trying to figure out like what was going on. I grew up in a household with my grandparents. Both sets of my grandparents are heavy in the kitchen, so I always was in the kitchen trying to help. I'm the oldest grandchild, so I was, you know, always there or with, you know, one of my grandparents. So they would always like teach me different things. Like, girl, you in here, cut this up, do this. My grandfather on my mother's side he cooked everything. He was a barbecuer. He was the man when it came to food. He got sick and he went blind. And because I was the oldest grandchild, or, you know, I spent the most time with them, I would be, you know, helping. I would help him cook stuff. He'd put seasonings in his hand and stuff, and he'd be like, put this in the pot, do this, do that. So that was basically how I kind of pretty much learned and got, you know, hands-on like training, because he couldn't really see. So he had me like, you know, doing his ones and twos, different stuff he wanted to cook. He'd be like, yeah, look, we about to cook such and such. And that's how I was in the kitchen, and I've been in the kitchen ever since. I'm not culinary trained. I kind of like train myself. If it's something I want to know, I do the research on it and test run it, and there's always normally a go. So
this was something that was natural to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
It's changed over the years. It used to be pasta. I used to be heavy into like pastas and lasagnas and stuff like that. Nah, it's really just anything. Like, I don't really have a favorite. Well, I like to cook seafood a lot because that's just my favorite thing to eat. So I cook a lot of seafood. stuff like that.
So what's the process for finding I guess for each location, finding a head chef? Is there a process, or as long as they stick to just your menu and your recipe? Like, what if somebody just wants to tweak your recipe slightly?
This new venture, I have let go of the reins a lot. Normally, I am all. I'm the cook, the manager, the everything. So I found that kept me in the kitchen a lot, and it kept me not being able to do things I wanted to do. I can't, do advertisements or, come do stuff like this because I'm in the kitchen. So from open to close, I can't, couldn't do anything else. So I wanted to do something that was teachable. Like my first restaurant was called Dannie's Kitchen. We specialized in like soul food and whatever might have came to my mind at the time. I ran a lot of specials. People loved it, but it kept me in the kitchen all the time. And nobody never could learn it because this was stuff that was distinct for me. Like, so it was hard to teach people, and somebody come in, oh, my mac didn't taste like how your mac normally tastes. Like, people who've been with me a long time, they know with this macaroni and cheese, they know my garnishments, all of that. So I found it harder to try to teach somebody that without it being a problem. So I'm like, what else is teachable? What can I teach somebody? Or what can I have cooks do that I'm not going to feel crazy about? So I started doing traveling hibachi when we had COVID going on, because a lot of people wasn't getting out, when restaurants wasn't, sit-down restaurants wasn't open. So a lot of people wanted to, have functions or, family events or whatever. So I started doing traveling hibachi. And I went to a ramen restaurant. And I'm like, oh, this is so good, but I just wish it was a little bit more black. Because I'm like some of the stuff that they put in it, I didn't know what it was. So I was kind of Googling, what is this? What is this little starfish? I'm not eating it. I'm about to put that to the side. And I'm like, it was good, but I'm like, I want to see if I make this myself. So I went to the Asian Mart and picked up some stuff and made it for a few people, and they loved it. They like, ooh, put the hibachi vegetables on it, and I want salmon, and I want this and beef sausage. So I did it one time at a pop-up, and that's all I sold. I didn't sell a rice or nothing. All I sold was noodles the whole time. And I said, you know what? I think this is a business.
You kind of cornered the market because ain't nobody else doing that.
For real.
Initially, when I started doing it, wasn't nobody doing it. And now that we've been doing it for a little while, I'll be seeing little ramen marts, little ramen restaurants pop up or whatever. But I feel like nobody's just like mine. Nobody do it like how we do it. We mix and match. We do the oxtail ramen, the seafood boil ramen, different stuff. And then we bring, new stuff into the fold for specials like the boom balls and, soul food and stuff like that. So we still try.
Cheetos.
Yep. So we have been doing that was probably about a couple months now, and people love them things. So.
I was getting ready to say they sell out quick, because when we was up there trying to grab one, they said, hey, we ain't got no more.
Yeah, we had to, set aside a day specifically for that, just because it's a tedious concept on how you got to put them together. And because we sell so many of them, we take a whole day just to roll balls. So we have to have all our, ingredients and stuff together. We spend a whole day rolling the balls, and then we go full throttle on Fridays. Most of the time we sell out, and then people beg all week, y'all got balls, y'all got balls, y'all got balls. And we be like, yep, Friday.
Is it possible to make a seafood ball?
We have did seafood balls one time. We kind of try to, switch our balls up, different flavors. Beef is always on there just because it's the most popular. We do chicken. We did seafood a couple of times. We did birria balls yesterday, and that went real good.
What is that? What is birria?
So like a birria taco, with the transmission fluid dip.
Dip it in that sauce.
Yep. So.
What about, I think a good ball to try would be oxtails. I don't know how expensive it is, but that's crazy.
Oxtails is expensive.
Yeah.
They real expensive because we do sell oxtails at the restaurant. But it's just like a tedious process. You got to cook them. It takes 5 hours to cook them or longer, depending on, how you cooking them. Then you got to take them from the bone, remove all of the fat and all of that stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, that's a lot. I try to make my job easier, not harder.
For the viewers out there, are you big on desserts too?
Yeah, I bake as well. Being an entrepreneur, I picked up a lot of hustles. So I did learn to bake in my cooking journey, just because I was greedy and wanted some strawberry crunch cake. So that was the first dessert that I actually made, and then I kind of perfected that. Then I started doing birthday cakes for people, and I was a cake lady for a long time. So now I still do cakes, but I kind of like just do my regulars. Like if somebody solicits me, I'm available, then I do it. But just strangers, nah. We do carry banana pudding. That was one of the things that started me cooking. I've been cooking that the longest. One of my coworkers taught me how to make it because everybody kept begging her. So she taught me how to make it one time, and that stayed with me for a long time. Like that's initially how I started my cook journey. I posted for the holidays banana puddings and lasagnas because that's what people would solicit me to do.
And you could sell it by the tray.
Yeah, so I had put up a post like I'm doing lasagnas and banana puddings for the holiday, and that went real well. And they're like, well, when you gonna cook something else? So I picked the weekend, and I just picked the menu, and I started from home cooking from the crib. And people would come pick up food and stuff like that. And then that went crazy where it was just too many people coming to my house. Everybody know where I live. Mm-hmm. My neighborhood boys, like I lived in that neighborhood my whole life. My grandparents, it was my grandparents' home, and when my grandparents passed away, they left the house to me. So I fixed it up and just started doing what I do out of there. But just because lived in that area for so long, all the neighborhood boys would come and get food, and they would tell all their friends, and their friends would tell their friends, and then it just started getting a little overwhelming. And I'm like, I think I need a restaurant or something. Yeah. And my car was down. I had took a lift somewhere, and I met a guy, and my profile name said Danny's Kitchen. And he's like, what's Danny's Kitchen? And we started chopping it up, and I was telling him, like, you know what Danny's Kitchen was. When he pulled over to drop me off, he looked me up on Instagram, and he was like, this food look good. He like, I got a friend that got a restaurant next door to a convenience store. You should check it out because they looking for somebody to lease the building. So I'm like, okay. Really putting him in like a pay me no mind type thing because I'm like, this strange man trying to pick me up, talking about a restaurant. So I Googled the address because he gave me the address and stuff. And I'm like, this is all the way in Farmington, all the way down on Grand River. Ain't nobody coming down there. I'm from Schoolcraft and Greenfield. All my clientele base is basically in the neighborhood for real. Like, I'm like, how am I going to do this? So I was telling my best friend, like, you know what? I think I want to look at this restaurant and see what's what. She like, okay, well, go ahead and do it. So at the time I was cash poor. I ain't had no money. I'm, taking my money that I'm getting from the plates and, producing more food. At the time I had a 9 to 5. I had topped out his salary. Like I couldn't get no more money. I wasn't making nothing extra. So that's what promoted me to start doing the plates to try to give me some more money. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna call them, see what they talking about. They were real. They just wanted somebody in there. They're like, you bring us $1,000, we'll give you the keys. I ain't have $1,000. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna figure it out, or I'm gonna borrow it from somebody. Somebody gonna give it to me. We gonna get this restaurant. 2 days later, I had made the money just selling plates. I was like, okay, this for me. So I called him that Monday, like, can I come and look? I left there with the keys. And that's just how I started. I was on Grand River and between Middlebelt and Inkster down the street from Boxford Hospital. I was there for like 6 years. They wound up selling the building, so I moved to Westland, Michigan. I bought a building. Well, I didn't buy it. I started leasing a building that was real old. Like it used to be a barbecue restaurant for like 26 years. And it was just a lot of money that would have had to be filtered into the place for me to get it up and running. So I moved on Warren and West Warren and Southfield. So I was there for about 5 months. Had a bad landlord. He wasn't trying to fix nothing. So I moved from there. I'm like, all right, well, if it's for me, I'm going to find somewhere and figure it out. So I just started doing catering because regardless of where I'm at, the catering still be happening. Like they still put in orders as far as like parties, or I'm a brunch girl, like brunch my thing. I always do brunches for people and stuff like that. So I started just putting more into my catering, doing more content and stuff like that. And that's just really how I stayed afloat. And then found a building and opened it up. I said, you know what? I don't want to do Danny's Kitchen. I don't think I'm going to do Trap. The way the building was set up, it was really set up for Trap because they had like built-in woks and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do the Trap out of here. But my main goal was always to get back to the city so I could provide food for my own people. I'm like, the restaurant is in Warren. So it's like I basically had to start all over. Didn't know nobody on the east side. I ain't really got east side clientele like that. But it did good. It did real good. And I just was driving down the street, going to my best friend's house. She lived right around the corner from the Trap. On 7 Mile. I called, kept calling them. They finally answered. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm payment ready, key ready. Let's go.
Are you leasing it?
Yep.
Okay.
I was getting ready to ask you, where'd that name Trap come from? Like, how'd you get that concept? But you pretty much answered that question.
You know what? I don't even remember. I actually was just trying to figure out a name, and I wanted it to be something ramen. And I'm like, Trap. Because who don't know what that means?
So
And I'm like, because the concept is really, it's like a fusion. This is not authentic. What a ramen is authentic, but it's not like, authentic Japanese food. We putting a twist to it. So I came up with Trap. Called my logo girl. They'll do all my logos, modify all my logos. Told her what my idea was. And she sent me some ideas back. And I went with the plain. She suggested the chopsticks and the tea. And that was it. And I'm like, okay, that's a go. I like the way that sounds. That's catchy. So that's how I came up with Trap Ramen.
Because I was getting ready to say that name by itself make people curious. Like,
Yeah.
I
Like,
wonder
what's
what that's
that?
about. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So your first brick and mortar, that was Danny's Kitchen?
Correct.
Okay, and then Trap Ramen. Okay. Now both buildings that you got now, they both have the exact same menus, or do they differentiate a little bit?
7 Mile menu a little bit broader just because we got a bigger kitchen over there. We were able to put the equipment in there ourselves versus the one on 12 Mile. It was kind of built into the wall. So we had to do what we had to do over there. 7 Mile, I'm like, okay, I cater too, so we need 2 deep fryers so I can fry chicken because that's my like staple. The chicken ain't never left me. Like I make some of the best chicken in the city, and I ain't never deviated from my recipe my whole
Y'all
cook
see the
career.
way she stand on that?
I stand on that.
Well, you know what? I have to second that too because when we was up there grabbing our food, I said the first thing I'm gonna try is the wings.
Okay.
Had the wings. I had that that sauce, that garlic.
Honey garlic, that's my favorite.
that
It's so
honey
good.
garlic. Hey.
It's so good.
Hey, and the hibachi because I always been a person be like, how come people don't put the hibachi with the chicken, with the fried chicken? Because you know how we get down.
So we do give people the option like to make that a side, where you get the hibachi rice, you can add meats to it or not add meats to it, just get the veggies. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because initially when we opened that place, we had a whole backside of the menu that was soul food. But because I kind of just picked a day like, oh, I'm opening, y'all. And I advertised to my social media platform. I didn't do extensive advertising like in the area just for them to just know it was a new restaurant. I kind of just told my people, through social media and started like that. But we did have a full soul food menu. It wasn't selling for real because we wasn't having enough people into the fold to keep turning it over. So I'm like, I'm going to take this off and I revisit it at a later date.
You got the word of mouth now, though. That's the best. That's the best advertisement. It's free.
And that's what I appreciate. Like, I'm not one of those people who gonna solicit out people to come do reviews and stuff like that. I'm not kissing no ass for you to come do no review or nothing like that. I want real people to come and give me real feedback. And I listen to your feedback. Everybody ain't gonna like it. If it's something that that was a problem or you feel was wrong, I want to hear about it so we could try to fix it. Mm-hmm. So I'm an avid person that goes on and reads my reviews just because I pride myself in my business. Like, this is my baby. I make sure I'm in the building all day most of the time if I don't have something else that I'm supposed to be doing or if I'm under contract to do something else. Most of the time I'm in there and I'm on them like, you ain't put your garnishments. You ain't do this. Line your vegetables up like this. The vegetables need to be not burnt. They need to be a little al dente. Do your chicken like this. Use this amount of scoops of butter because we made this concept for a reason. We know exactly how much was supposed to go on it. Don't overly put soy sauce so it's dark like me because you think it's supposed to be like that. It's not. So, yeah.
So let me ask you this. What has business taught you the most, being in business?
Just staying motivated because entrepreneur life will have you going down through there. Like, you have up days, down days, days you don't make no money, days you spending out all your money to pay people to make sure your business run and stuff like that. Just stay dedicated, stay focused on your tasks, and keep going. I done died, came back to life like 5 times, and I'm still just doing it. Like,
so what's the ups
like a
and downs?
crackhead. Like, oh, I gotta get a restaurant. Oh, I gotta get back in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Like, even when I wasn't working, I was doing content 2-3 times a week. Just like, ooh, I want to make Jamaican food today. Stuff like that. And even that just, it helps me stay motivated and lifted because I'm like, this will make you be like, oh, I'm failing. I ain't going hard enough. I ain't doing enough. So you just gotta always remember like your main focus at hand.
So, out of all your social media, which one do you think brings you the most clientele, or what platform as of now?
My niece said I'm old, so I'm a Facebooker. Most of my Facebook has really been my biggest platform. That's initially where I started off, like even posting food. And that's what really grew my business and having people like know about me. And then now like people make their own videos and TikTok. So TikTok has really made 7 Mile take off. Like, cause we was making a couple dollars in there, but TikToks, people would come in, oh, I seen somebody TikTok. Can I make a TikTok? Like, sure. Like, so I have people solicit me and they want to come in and do content. I let them come in and do that. And we've gotten a lot of good feedback off of that. And, you know, they may come to 7 Mile, but it make 12 Mile sales go up as well. Because they like, oh, well, I'm on the east side. This one closer to me, so I'm going to go to this one versus 7 Mile or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely helped.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, it seemed like you're a person that stay in the kitchen working on your craft. Is there any other recipes outside of ramen or inside of hibachi or whatever that you plan on experiment with next? If you care to share that information?
I don't know. We on this ball phase right now, so I'm like, we're gonna ride this out till they don't want balls no more. I have incorporated like different specials and stuff, but the balls take over. They don't be caring about an egg roll or nothing else as long as they can get balls. So I'm like, I'm gonna ride this ball phase out as long as it go, and then I may like start bringing the soul food back to the platform. I cook a lot of stuff just like basically for myself and my staff. I call them my kids because anytime I make something, would you make it? Can I have some? So now I gotta make the whole restaurant food. So they be my taste dummy. So anything new that I create or come up with, I had them taste first, and then we might drop it as a special.
So I know you mentioned your niece said you old school with the social media.
Yeah.
Has she stepped in to help you with Instagram and
She actually taught me how to go on TikTok and how to make TikToks and stuff like that, because I didn't even know how to make no TikTok.
No, yeah, that's what
I would go on there and like watch other people's stuff, but I didn't have like no platform or no, nothing. She kind of showed me, and then I went from there, and then I just started getting good. She like, oh, you did that? And I'm like, yeah, girl. She was like, all right, auntie, look at you. But yeah, it was hard at first. I didn't know what I was doing. But I'm like, TikTok has done good. Somebody told me to go on Twitter, but I'm like, that's too much.
I say do it all. No.
I'm like trying to do TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Like, I'm my own PR. So it's like, it's hard, and I be busy. So I try to do it as much as I can, because people look for it like, you ain't post no specials. I be like, oh, this is the same thing it was last week.
But it's all, like you said, it's good to do all, but ain't nothing like that word of mouth.
Yeah.
'Cause somebody get to know who you are and what you promote.
Yeah.
Because it's energy.
Yeah. So I met a guy, and he was just telling me like, you need to tell your story, because I was wanting to do some branding for Trap. And he was like, I don't think you should be branding Trap. I think you should, but I think you should be branding yourself and putting Trap up under your umbrella. He like, because you got so much to offer. Your story, is something that people want to hear, just because, we all basically came from the same place and everybody not doing the same thing.
Right.
They wanted me to just let people know that you can do this too. So,
your story is very insightful, especially when it comes to starting new ventures and new things like that. Because, like you said, business is not always easy.
Right.
But you got to learn, to dust yourself off and keep going. Because, if anything worth having is worth working for.
Right.
Especially like what we're doing right here on this podcast.
Right.
You have your ups.
So even with the podcast and stuff, I usually, I do them, if I have free time and stuff. But I said I want to start doing them more. Mm-hmm. People ask me all the time. My free time be kind of sparse sometimes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dedicate more time into advertising my platform and working with these different people and my African American folks, supporting them as they support me.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: when it comes to back to business, real quick, what do you want to accomplish more in business other than the milestones that you are at now?
I really try not to set goals. I just try to be better than I was yesterday and the day before that. I have done the news. I did Channel 4. I did Channel 2. Mm-hmm. I did some podcasts with DJ Twist, because he had a podcast at one moment at the radio station. So I did that. And just anytime somebody want to like interview me or, you know more about Trap or Danny's Kitchen or whatever, I try to make sure that I'm able to, just let them know what's going on. Because a lot of people know about Trap Ramen, but they don't. Mm-hmm. So this is just me trying to further my advertisement and get the know out.
Now, what days do you do the, is it Fridays that you do the boozam?
Yeah. They call Boudin bars because that's what it originated from. But Boudin is like I don't know if it's Boudin. I don't know. It's
you just make it,
yeah. It's a down south thing. It's like a pork sausage that they sell in like Florida and Texas and stuff like that. We don't have it, so I came up with a way to do it without the actual Boudin. Then when I went to Florida for vacation, I actually found some Boudin. I was so excited. I'm freezing Boudin to take it back to Detroit with me. And people bought it, but a lot of people here don't eat pork. So I'm like, okay, it ain't no point in me trying to ship Boudin from Florida because they don't really eat pork like that. So I'm like, okay, let's do some different ones. So I came up with the chicken and the seafood. And this week, I'm like, I want to do something different. Let's try burrito with a little dip in transmission oil sauce. Let's try that, see how that go. That went good too. So
now do you ever just think about food and be like, I bet it would taste like this, like a bouzin ball, with just regular Cheetos, not hot Cheetos, with just like ham and cheese inside? Do you just sit back and just think about food before you make it the outcome of the taste?
Yeah, I do. And then it'd be my employees. They'd be like, ooh, you should put this in there. And I'd be like, all right. If it don't sound too crazy, I'd be like, all right, we're going to try it.
Yeah.
And then we'd just cook it amongst ourselves and see if it's good. And then if it's good, we'd be like, all right, we're going to put that on there next week.
Specialty day, yeah. Yep. Give it a shot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do those specialty items, do you broadcast it on Facebook or any of your hey, this Friday we're gonna have this?
Yeah, I do. Usually I like to do videos or some type of content with a customer. Like it might be a random customer in there waiting on their food, and I'll be like, "You want to try something?" Of course they're gonna say yeah. So I get the honest feedback. I get the feedback from the actual customer versus our feedback because Now,
do you have a videographer? Anybody who like every time you make something, he just there in the kitchen?
Me.
Oh, so you know how to? Okay.
Well, no, not for real. I'm gonna use my phone, and I'd be like, "All right,
let
me put my flash on." I'll be like, "Yeah, get the cheese put. Hold on." It's usually me or my cashier or somebody. I'll be like, "Record me breaking into this ball," and then we put it out there.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say that can make you go viral too by showing people that we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think when it comes to and that's also another thing I like about your restaurant, you don't serve pork?
Well, I don't eat pork, and I really, that's kind of like a problem because I feed people like I eat. So you getting all premium ingredients. Like, even though it's ramen, this is not Marshawan because I done seen some comments, and I be trying not to comment on people's stuff because that be pissing me off. But these is not Marshawan noodles, the little 25, 17-cent noodles you get from the market. These is authentic ramen noodles that we get from the Asian supplier. They ain't cheap. All our meats is come from the butcher. It ain't cheap either. So that's why your bowl $28 and not $15.
Yeah, because you care about...
Exactly. I'm putting out quality work no matter what I do. I'm doing jumbo shrimp. I ain't doing little baby shrimps, little size of a dime.
And I appreciate that.
Triple size shrimp.
Because shrimp is my favorite food.
Me too. That's why I'm like the shrimp and the salmon. We using fresh slab salmon. We ain't using frozen salmon.
I know one day I was on like 7 Mile and Evergreen, and I just randomly GPS something, and I pulled up to Trap Ramen. I didn't know what it was. I ordered food. It was good. Went there a few times, and then even when we were scheduling this podcast, it still didn't click that that's the place I was going to.
Oh wow!
Until we pulled up, I was like, wait a minute, I've been here before.
Okay.
So that's when it finally clicked. Like, oh yeah, I go there all the time.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
Also, I gotta say for the viewers out there, they don't skimp out on the portions.
Hey,
them portions they be slapping. They put me to sleep that night when I got it.
I just watched somebody, I don't know what he is. I guess he go around judging people's restaurants and stuff.
Are you talking about Mr. Chanton?
No, it's somebody you don't even know. I don't even know this man. I ain't never seen him there
a local
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he not nobody famous or, not nobody sought after.
What'd he say to
like
you, though?
that. He didn't say nothing to me. I wasn't even on site when he came and did his video. One of my customers sent it to me after the fact. Like, I seen this video, tag me in it. And he was like, it was weird. I don't know. I couldn't really get if he liked it or he didn't like it. He was too busy trying to crack jokes and stuff.
Oh, like funny.
Yeah, and I'm like, you looking for likes and loves. And at the end of the day,
I thought it was gonna be a good review.
Right. I'm like, it irritated me just because I work hard. I work hard as hell. Like, and I'm putting out quality work, and I wanted to bring something back to the city. Cause we don't have nothing. We don't have no restaurants. Ain't no good food in the city for
That's
real.
true.
So I'm like, I wanted to put something in the city, like for my people, so y'all can have good food too. And he was just like, oh, it was a sea of ramen, a sea of noodles or something. And I'm like, well, you put the broth in yourself, so that means you put too much broth in. And then he was like, oh, well, you like it was good, but if you bring your wallet, like, well, how much you think this food supposed to cost?
You should have told him then.
I wanted to, but everybody,
Can I-
my friends.
Can I
and
tell? Can I tell him? I'll tell him for you.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
I'll tell him for you. I'll tell him for you.
Listen, I've been really trying to work on myself because these businesses mean everything to me, and I've been, like I said, I done died and came back alive so many times. Like, I sacrificed everything for my businesses. I have went without for my businesses to still run. I have went to live with my mama to let my businesses still run. I have went without a car to let my businesses still run. Like, I try to do everything I need to do to make sure that I can continue to live my dream. And I feel like, somebody like him, like, you tearing down your own people. And I see that a lot. Like, people feed off of negativity. Like, and then I'm like, you got all these views, but is they listening to what you saying? And I'm like, I'm confused. Did you like it? Did you not like it? He like, oh, the barbecue sauce, it tastes like ketchup. You do know barbecue sauce made from ketchup? Like, do you know that? And then I'm like, it made me go back to the restaurant. Let me taste this barbecue sauce. Because normally I make something called trap sauce. But I kind of stopped doing that because they don't know what it is and it's expensive. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't about to keep making that. I'm going to get them this
I
barbecue
think it's still
sauce.
on the menu though, that trap sauce.
It is.
Yeah.
But don't nobody know what it is. So I'm like, even if it's regular barbecue sauce, you ain't going to know.
Yeah,
Unless
when I
you've
was
been
there
with
the
me my whole cook career and you be like, where that Henny sauce at? Because it was initially called Henny sauce. That was my number one sauce. Like, that
Go
was.
back to that name though. That would probably make.
And I
right.
think I may moving forward because people don't order trap because they don't even know what it is, or they asking questions like,
Yeah,
what is trap sauce?
The other day when I went there, I was like, what is trap sauce? She said what it was. I was like, man, just give me the teriyaki or something else.
Yeah, because it's just barbecue sauce. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna simplify it because they keep me in the kitchen and they keep me having to make it. Don't nobody make it but me. I ain't never told nobody how to make it.
Okay.
So I'm like, I think I'm gonna go back to that just because people loved it, at my other
do so
restaurants.
much.
Yeah,
Name can do so much.
And then as soon as they see Henny or tequila, they like, yup, give me that.
But another thing that I like about your restaurant is the fact that y'all actually take y'all time and make the food instead of just rushing through the process. And every bite I could taste it.
Yeah. I don't like fast food or processed foods or nothing like that. So like I said, I feed people like how I want to eat. So we make everything fresh to order. Even at my first restaurant, it was soul food, but that was fresh to order. But like the sides, like the macaroni and cheese, of course, we're gonna make that in advance. But all the chicken, all the fish, everything is being fried fresh. It's not being batch cooked and then refried or none of that. So I do pride myself on making sure I'm putting out quality work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it shows because, like I said before, every bite I could taste, I'm like, oh, this shit. Hey, when the food is too good, you get full quick.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
And the cooks on 7 Mile, like, I was with them for a long time training, making sure that they know what's what. I want these people to feel like when they come in, even if they don't see me back there and they get that food, they be like, oh, this is good. Did Danny make this? It don't be me half the time. It'll probably don't be me none of the time. I ain't cooked in the restaurant like day-to-day cooking in a long time.
So you got people you can trust by your side to put together stuff.
Yeah, I got a good team. Like, my team of cooks, they great.
Shout out to the cooks. Shout out to y'all.
Yep, shout out to my cooks, my boys.
All right.
Shout out to the real food reviewers that actually aren't out for humor or just likes. The real ones.
We do got a lot of good ones though. That's why I'm like, I seen maybe like this is probably like the second bad one. Like I said, everybody ain't gonna like it, and I feel that everybody ain't gonna like it. It's my restaurant. Do I eat that stuff every day? No. I probably don't even like ramen no more because I make it so much now, or I done seen it so much. Got to smell it, got to be in there. I barely even eat that stuff, so I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, even when I'm a foodie, so I go around everybody restaurant. I got a lot of entrepreneur friends that got restaurants and spots. I go support them all the time. Will I ever say, oh, this was nasty, this wasn't it, I'm not going to tear down nobody business because I know the struggle. I don't have that in me. And even for a restaurant that's a national chain, they gonna mess up too. They food ain't always good.
Oh yeah, you get back to.
But I'm not one of the ones that's gonna be like on Google, it was trash. This wasn't right. This wasn't right. I either ain't gonna go again or I'm gonna call up to the restaurant, such and such and such and such, and try to see if they'll fix it. So yeah.
You know, I gotta ask you this question. I gotta ask you this question. Our people, I love our people, but we could be something else. So let me ask you this: you ever have any of us come up there on the hum and the bug, be like, let me get this for a discount. Come on, sister. Let me.
You don't gotta answer that.
Oh, all the time. I don't get it as much as I did when I was cooking from home.
Yeah.
If somebody want a discount, let me get 2 of those. Let me get can I get them for 20?
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
This
now.
ain't that. And
Yeah.
I ain't that friendly. So you ain't getting it.
That's what I said.
Because I got to pay for this at the end of the day.
Because you wouldn't do that anywhere else.
No.
That's
I'm real generous. So I done fed a lot of people. I don't never want to see nobody go hungry. The staff, they eat what they want to eat for real. Like, I don't be tripping like, oh, you got to charge them $16 for that. That was $20 worth of shrimp they just ate. Stuff like that. Unless it get ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I try to, like, it's food. I try to feed whoever. Like, I ain't really like crazy, like that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
but
that. Yeah.
like even on 7 Mile, we get people come in. Can I get a plate for sweeping your lot or something? I done did it because it's a lot dirty and I ain't doing it. So go ahead.
Yeah,
I put you together. And then those be the people that'll look out for you at the end of the day.
Especially if they come up, they gonna remember it.
And we on 7 Mile too, so I'm like, I try to look out if I can look out. I try to support the people. Oh, can I cut your grass? Sure. Go ahead, because it need to be cut.
At least they working for it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's different, yeah.
Yeah.
And that, like you said, that watch out, make sure nobody breaking into nothing, nobody doing no
That
shit
part.
activity,
That's when like I went and met all my neighbors in the in the little strip that we in. It's a bunch of black owned businesses in that strip. I think everybody in that strip is a black owned business. So I went to each one of the places and met the owners or the people who work there. It's a beauty salon. We right next door to a barber shop. It's a shoe store, a couple blocks. It's a boutique. I have purchased something from every last one of the places. So, and I always go and stop in and chit chat and see what they got going on and stuff like that. And then they come back and they come support us and stuff like that. So yeah, I try to keep the black dollar circulating.
I love because that's community right there. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
We was talking about that the other day, wasn't
Yeah, gotta let the dollar circulate.
Yeah.
Within the community.
And then I'm like, they know the struggle. They doing something similar, the same thing as me. It may not be a restaurant, but they still an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah, one hand always got to watch the other.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You look out for me, I'll look out for you. We got each other six.
Right.
So let me also ask you this: when it comes to I still got to talk about the food because it was that good. Now I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of people out there who don't know how to make rice. Unfortunately.
Listen.
I'm guilty.
Hey, they don't know how to
Rice
do it.
is real hard. Rice is hard. And we go back and forth a lot at the restaurant. And we didn't figure it out. Like, we make our rice in rice cookers, because that's easy, because we making a lot of rice. So, I mean, and even that's not fail proof. We didn't pop the top, and I'd be like, this rice up here kind of hard. It all got to be fluffy. Like, you got to take the little rice pedal and move the rice around, put the top back on, let it steam. So, now we didn't figure that out, because I'm like, somebody complained, said their rice was hard. How? And I'll be trying to investigate to see what the problem is so I can fix it. Then we figured it out, like, oh, you got to move the rice around a little bit, let it steam before you just sell it. You can't just sell it. And then, the misconception that you supposed to refrigerate your rice before you make fried rice. You don't got to do that either because it be hard. So you want the rice to come back to temperature and soften up before you start putting sauces and stuff on it.
I thought that's how you did it. You refrigerated for a day and then that's what I thought.
Listen, I initially started off doing that until one day it was like we ain't had time to do that. And it's people here and we got to get this rice out. And we did it and it actually tastes better. And I'm like, when the rice is cold, like we might have rice left over from the night before. And then the next day we come in, it's hard. So I'm like, it ain't nothing we can do with this. This got to go in garbage. Because even if you put it on the flat top, like you got to let it sit on there for a nice little minute for it to like kind of get the life back into it for real.
Man.
Yeah, so the rice is tedious.
So I know you say you didn't go to any culinary school. What about food competitions? Have you ever participated in one?
No, I ain't never really did no food competitions or nothing like that because I'm not a competitive chef. Like, I cook for the love of food. I don't cook to compete because I feel like ain't no competition no way.
Right.
So I ain't, I never, wanted to like do no cooking competition or no cooking man versus food, none of that type of stuff. People always be like, oh, you should do it. And it ain't that I don't feel like I ain't got it, because I know I do. That's not,
Yeah.
that don't fuel me for real.
Okay. Now, you know what? It's so funny you said it because it's only one you.
Right.
And there's only one way you know how to be you is to be yourself. Yeah, you can't be like Colonel Sanders or
Right.
Panda Express or anybody like that.
Right.
Which is really an organic way to be.
Yeah.
And it tells in your cooking.
Right.
And, you know, I can't just sit over here and be like, you know, such and such over there because they got their own formula.
Right.
You know? And that's
Yeah. I try to stay, I don't even know the word. I try to stay as authentic as possible. I can't be like nobody else, nor do I want to ever be like anybody else. I ain't never riding nobody's coattail, copying nobody's food. I ain't posting nobody's work. Everything you see on my page is me. Like and if I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna figure it out. Like even with the ramen, I didn't know much about Asian cuisine for real. I started doing the work. Trying to figure out like, okay, which types of ramen is best? What tastes better? Or, you know, what brand could I use that is going to give me that taste like I had when I went to this restaurant? And I just figured it out.
now you haven't come across anybody try to duplicate what you do.
All the time. People try to duplicate me and all the time. I didn't get that my whole career. I feel like that's really it's a blessing for me because nobody want to copy nobody who ain't got nothing going on.
Right.
So I don't really be that mad about that. But yeah, people copy me all the time. I had one of my customers, it be the customers, they be messy sometimes. I love them though. They tag me like, girl, somebody copying the Trap Ramen, and they was talking about it. So I had went on the person's page and was like looking and seeing what they was talking about. It looked so nasty. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like you let a lot of the negative people get deeper in your head than the positive.
And it's a problem. That's what I'm working on myself in 2025.
Yeah,
like I'm trying not to.
Acknowledging it right
and
now.
then it's like, you know, because it means so much to me. That's why it bothers
Yeah.
me. And I'm like, a person can run a restaurant and then not bother them because they don't care about what they got going on. This is my legacy. So I care about every little thing. And I say, I got to stop that. So I'm like, I got to stop feeding into the negativity. I got to stop feeding into these posts and reading these little memes and this bullshit that be going on. I got to stop. Can I say that?
Hey, we don't.
I'm like, I gotta stop feeding into the stuff. Like, so I really been working on just trying to better myself, you know, because I'm still a consumer, you know. I'm still a person. I'm human. I own a business, but I'm still Danielle. Like, at the end of the day, like, I am still me. I'm real down to earth. I ain't letting nothing that I got going on change me. I've been the same the whole.
So can I ask you a few questions just to understand your palate? I'm gonna ask you 2 dishes and just see which one you would choose out of 2 dishes.
Okay.
If you had shrimp and grits or fish and grits, which would you choose?
That's hard. Probably probably fish and grits because I've been falling out of love with shrimp for real.
Seriously?
I like shrimp, but that ain't my go-to. I'm like a lobster and crab legs. And
Okay, what about lasagna or gumbo?
gumbo.
Why gumbo?
I fell out of love with pasta too. I guess the older I'm getting, my palate changed. So I eat pasta, but it's like every blue moon. Like, I gotta crave it to want to eat it for real. I made lasagna for Christmas. I probably ate a little piece of that and it went bad after that. Like, I ain't eat it for real. I'm lactose intolerant too, so I don't really mess with cheese. So I be cheating and still be eating and then stomach be hurting. So yeah.
So this is a little more broader. Jamaican food or Mediterranean food?
That's so hard.
Really?
I love both of them. I'm a Mediterranean though, girl.
That's
I
where
love
I'm at,
Mediterranean. Like,
What's your favorite dish when it comes to them? Or that type of food?
I like garlic a lot. I like
garlic
these new
dip?
places that they have out now, like with the bowls and stuff like that. Like, I like Pita Way. I like Middle Eats. Like, I go there like 2-3 times a week. They know me by face and name. They be like, "Hey, Danny." Like, I get the same thing.
I'm one of them, get the same.
Yep.
You got any more questions?
Oh, no, I just want them 3.
Actually, I got two. What's your favorite meal? Dinner, breakfast, dinner, or lunch? Which one would you choose?
I do love breakfast food, but I don't never eat breakfast for real. Like, Sundays, me and my girlfriend sometimes go to brunch, but I'm probably a dinner girl. 'Cause lunch, it'd be like, that's time to rock and roll. So I most of the time miss lunch unless I like grab a sandwich on my way from store to store or something like that.
And what would be your favorite dinner?
I'm a lamb chop girl. I love lamb chops. Like some lamb chops and good salad, lamb chops, broccoli, macaroni and cheese, mashed potato, something like.
You don't rock with the asparagus?
Not for real. I eat it, but it ain't nothing I'm about to be like, oh, I gotta have some asparagus.
Have you ever catered at like a after hour?
No after hours. My homeboy, he does cabarets almost like every other month or something like that. So I used to do his cabarets like every time. You know, supporting my own people. They support me, I support them. So yeah, I would go. Like we just did one for his birthday on the 4th. So we produced the food. We ran the kitchen and stuff like that.
Shout out to you, homeboy.
Yep, I go wherever the money reside. You'll see me.
You think about moving the show out of like more venue out of state when you get more established?
I do want to get on the road. That was what kind of promoted me to want to have a food truck so I can move around. Cause I'm like, I love like this summer we did a lot of like just going to different places, doing different things. And I would, one of my friends actually worked on a food truck with her cousin, and we were, down there to watch the concert, but they were there. So we of course went in, supported them, got food and stuff. Greedy, we going all around to the truck seeing what kind of foods they got and stuff like that. So I enjoyed that. So I'm like, I would love to do this. Me and my team, go to a venue, meet new people, see people all over the city and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want to travel eventually.
Now, I know you said your grandpa, he was a cook. Was he the best in your family?
Yeah. What the best everywhere. Like he was like a grill master. Like barbecuing for him was like a thing.
He was from down south, wasn't he?
Yep.
I knew it.
It was a real thing. Like he would marinate his ribs in beer for 2 days, season them all up.
That gotta be good.
And it was a lot of us. My grandparents had 6 kids. But he would cook like he cooking for 70 people. And that's how I kind of started catering, because I'm used to cooking for a lot of people because there used to be a lot of us. So I'm like, catering was easy for me because I done did this all my life.
Now, what is something that he made that you just can't seem to duplicate? Or can you just master everything?
Chili. I hated it. Chili and spaghetti. Like, he used to make that stuff all the time. And I used to be pissed off because, black families, you make chili, a pot of chili or a pot of spaghetti.
4 days.
You eating it. Like, you eating that stuff all week. You about to eat that stuff until you ain't going to eat it no more. But he was real serious about, like, the type of beans he would use, soaking the beans. Like, I like to quick cook. I don't got time for that. I'm not about to be soaking no beans for 2 days.
Time for that.
You sound more like a scientist than anything.
Yeah. So... yeah, he used to be doing a lot, and I used to just watch and be like, when is the food gonna be ready? Like, now I gotta cut up green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. Like, why you got all these peppers in here? Why do that matter? But he was real serious. Like, it's a chili stick called chili con carne. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. But he would send me to the store as a kid. Like, he would get the little, the little circular papers that they used to have, and he would go on there and mark all his stuff on sale. It might be $1. Like, say that's the sales price, $1. He'd have me go get 50. I'm like, why do you need 50 chili sticks? And like, he would have a deep freezer with all his little stuff in there. He'd be like, break that chili stick out because we about to make chili. We made chili so much. That's probably why I don't like it no more.
Now, let me ask you this, though. Hopefully this ain't a personal question. Since he's from the South, and so far he sounds like my grandpa. Did he do like raccoons and rabbits and stuff of that nature?
He didn't get too crazy. That's my other granddaddy. Okay. Like, my grandma did used to make rabbit on Sundays. Once I realized what it was, I wasn't eating that no more. My granddaddy made cow tongue before. Once I realized what it was, I wasn't eating it no more. He did mess around with the chitlins and the hard balls back in the day too. Salt pork, all that stuff that country folk.
Yeah. If a fresh animal get hit in the street, man, my grandpa would grab it.
Nah, he ain't get that. Like, he wasn't like that, but yeah, he would be introducing some weird stuff. I used to be like the shrimp on the head. I had never seen no shrimp on the head as a kid. I'm like, why I look like that? I got eyes, granddaddy. Yeah. He was like, "Girl, we about to eat these shrimps up." He'd make a big stupid pot and like put all these different seasonings on them, and then we had a little butter sauce and stuff. Like, this was before seafood boils was like even a thing. Like, he used to be making seafood boils for real. Yeah. But he would use these jumbo prawn shrimps with the heads on them. I'm like, that is nasty.
I still ain't ate.
And he like sucked the juice off the head because that's the best part. And
so you wouldn't cut the head off, huh?
No, I was taking the whole shell, everything off before I ate it because that's gross. I could never do it.
no.
And I still probably can't do it. Because even like the red snapper, like when they had a head on it, I'm not eating
I was about to say that. I just had a red snapper the other day, and I was like, wait, this is a whole fish.
Yeah.
I gave it to the neighborhood cats. I set it
Yeah,
out.
and red snapper is good. Like I made some before, but I chopped that head off. They like the head got the flavor. I don't care. I'm not looking at that. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it when it's in the pan. Like that look gross. I
So
don't
no
do
crawfish, none of that.
I like crawfish. I do like crawfish a little bit. But not nothing too weird. My other granddaddy, like every Thanksgiving we gotta have raccoon. It look like a dog. It literally be a dog on the table for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know some people that hook up a possum.
No, we ain't did that deep. But yeah, definitely coon, chillings, that type of stuff.
Shout out to the elders, though. I wish I was around to learn. They taught me how to do dishes.
Okay.
I don't know how to cook. And, by the time I was coming up to learn how to, because my grandpa had a big backyard with vegetables and stuff.
Okay.
I never really got to learn that stuff. So I just wish I would have learned that in cooking like you. To this day, I don't really know how to cook.
Yeah.
It's gonna
That's why I'm the cooker now. Like my grandma recently passed away and she taught me a whole lot. Like that was our love language with each other was food and shopping. That's all we talk about. If I go back to our text messages, all we talking about is the new restaurant we about to go try. Where can she get some beef short ribs with the big bone because she want to make something, that sort of thing. So
You could possibly get a class too. A lot of women really don't know how to cook nowadays.
they don't.
Or men too. Such as
They don't be
myself.
knowing how to cook either. I did do a couple cooking classes when I was on Grand River. We did about 3 different cooking classes. Me and my brother Cash. He's culinary trained. He had a couple restaurants too. So usually we tag team and create something and figure out a menu, try to teach it to people. The people want to just eat the food. They don't really be wanting to learn. Like some of the women do want to learn a little bit, little one too, but they really just be wanting to eat the food, have the ambiance, we're going to turn up a little bit, stuff like that.
That's like
but I
one of
do
them-
want to get back into like doing cooking classes and doing different little things besides just, the restaurant.
So when you had the cooking class, was it like one of those date night things where everybody show up, they cooking at the end, they get to eat their own?
So we did one that was a ladies' night. So we had a bunch of women, family members, whoever, and it was all women. We did that. That was a real good turnout. We had a lot of fun that night. And then I did one for Valentine's Day with couples. So it was couples only. We did about 5 couples. The guys just wanted to eat. They didn't want to cook.
Yeah.
They just wanted to eat. They wanted somebody to come bring them their food and stuff like that. They didn't care about trying to learn how to season salmon. They wasn't, yeah.
You fry salmon?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just first
fried
time.
salmon bites. We don't sell them at the restaurant no more, but I got a friend. He spoiled. Can you fry me some salmon? And I need yum sauce. So I used to make fried salmon a lot. It didn't like on a personal note.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't know too? Actually, for a long time, a lot of people didn't know they can fry cornbread called hot water cornbread.
Oh, my grandma didn't make that.
I ain't know that.
My grandma used to make hot water cornbread all the time. It's good.
My granddad recently taught me how to make it.
Okay.
I can't give away the secret, but he told me the secret recipe of how to make it come out good.
Okay, because mine's be trash every time. I never learned that part. That's why, I wish my grandma before she passed away, would have had a cookbook or something. Because there's some things of hers I love but don't know how to make, and I'm like, Grandma didn't even teach me how to make the dressing.
I'm saying,
so yeah,
So you already know that hot water cornbread be hidden.
it do.
It's
She used to make it every morning. I had a younger grandma, but she was great, and we used to always go over her house over the weekend. Every time we there, she making sure she making breakfast. We getting smothered potatoes, the real boys that she cut up, all of the vegetables, to peppers, onions, stuff like that. Eggs. She used to get down in the kitchen, and she used to make hot water cornbread for different, either in the morning or if she making some cabbage or greens or something like that. Yep.
See, I thought hot water cornbread was just another name for regular cornbread. I didn't know it's really a difference.
Yeah, you got to make it in a cast iron skillet and all of that type of stuff. Oh, yeah, I still never really perfected it. I don't even know how to make it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I want to eat it though.
This conversation make me hungry. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's all I could talk about food all day long. I love food.
But you know what? Like you were saying, you were the greedy kid. I'm still greedy.
I ain't as greedy as I was just because I live, eat, breathe food. So sometimes I might not eat. I'd be like, damn, did I eat today? They'd be like, the people at the restaurant, you gotta eat. I'd be like, I had a headache. You eat today? Like, oh, no.
Be so busy, yeah.
Yeah, I be busy. I be on the go. And then, just being around food, it don't make you want to eat it. Like Christmas, I probably didn't eat that food till a day or two later. Like Thanksgiving too. I don't care about none of that.
Okay, let me ask you a legendary Thanksgiving question. Is Tuesday too late to still be eating Thanksgiving food?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
Thanksgiving
on
is Thursdays. It's Tuesday. Or what's the last day you should be eating Thanksgiving food?
For me, cooked food got like a 3-day shelf life on it. After 2 days, I ain't eating it. I mean, if you want to try your luck, then try your luck. But I say 2 days because it's really, I think it's like 4 days, 3 to 4 days. I think it's the shelf life on food once it's cooked.
Now, do it matter what type? Like if it's dairy or protein, like meat, or just all food is?
All food. That's what I say. Usually after 2 days, I'm trashing it. If we ain't ate it, like I'm gonna trash it.
Yeah. I just had to ask, that's always a question.
Some people will milk that Thanksgiving food to death. Like, it's Friday. It's the next week.
I mean, if you throw it in the freezer, though, that kind of preserve it.
Yeah, that's my mama. She preserve clean. She didn't froze greens, dressing. I said, I didn't know you could freeze dressing. Yeah. Like, girl, that's going to be nasty as hell when you try to throw that out. But all that stuff, greens, dressing, the turkey, she going to chop it up and make turkey salad. You going to eat that stuff. You definitely going to eat it.
I remember my uncle, I keep forgetting he used to be a chef. One day we went to his house for Thanksgiving. He was like, hey, y'all, just so y'all know, I put apples in the dressing. And I was like, what?
Apples.
And
Was
I was
it
like,
good?
man, it's the best dressing ever.
Okay.
I didn't think, it threw my head off when he said it. I was like, why would you experiment on Thanksgiving? He was like, man, just trust the process. Ate it, the best dressing.
So he had big chunks of apple.
Yeah, like chunks of apples. And it kind of had like a cinnamony taste to it or something, but it was good. Because he's a chef, trust me. He knows what he's doing. Came out. So I don't know if you experiment on that level, but when you by yourself experiment.
I try not to get too crazy. If I gotta feed it to people, like for me, yeah, I'm gonna feed my people at the restaurant. I call them my kids. So yeah, I'm gonna feed it to them. Like I try not to go too crazy, but sometimes the craziest stuff be the best ideas.
Now, would you ever do reviews? Like how on TikTok or all these social medias, somebody cooking and they clearly don't know what the F they doing. Would you ever just think about doing a review, like on somebody putting raisins and
don't say
potato salad.
Oh, man.
I'm saying you
I try
might
not
want
to
do reviews.
judge because everybody palate is different. Everybody like different stuff. I'm willing to try anything most of the time if it don't look too crazy. Like I try it. Like even people been putting like seafood in dressing. I don't feel like seafood's supposed to go in a dressing. I'm willing to try that though. Cause I do got a friend that make it, and I want her to make me some
seafood and it might be.
That might be good.
And she make it a lot. I've seen her on her page. She was making it a lot, like Thanksgiving, and I'm like, seafood.
I seen somebody put pepperonis and spaghetti. A family.
Oh, I do that.
See,
That's
it was good. It was but it was good every time except for the one time they did the pepperonis and the pineapples and the spaghetti. I was like, what are you doing?
No.
I'm trying to make a pizza.
Yeah.
It was good.
I never had pineapples and spaghetti, but definitely like sausage or pepperoni and spaghetti. Yeah.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this. Well, speaking of spaghetti, have you ever heard anybody putting like a little bit of sugar in the sauce?
Of course, you gotta.
I was gonna say I'm not crazy here, but that actually slapped.
That's the thing. I mean, you don't go too crazy with this sugar, so you can like taste it. It shouldn't be taste sweet.
Yeah.
It's really to cut the acid.
Yeah.
Like sugar cut acid. So people put sugar in a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't think you're going. Pasta salad,
grits.
7-layer salad. I'm not a sugar and grits girl. Like I can't eat sugary grits or rice. That's nasty to me.
I like cheese in my grits. Sharp cheddar.
Me too. Yes, I gotta have cheese grits with butter, cheese, salt, pepper, stuff like that. Not no sugar.
And beef bacon.
So hypothetically, if you did have a breakfast menu, what would it consist of? Or some items you might throw on it?
Of course it would. So I don't eat pork, but I do eat bacon. I don't know if that's crazy, but I can't let the
turkey
bacon
or
regular bacon.
Beef bacon.
Because for a long time I didn't eat pork at all, and I was like trying the different turkey bacon. Oh, go to Sam's Club, they got a good one. Go to this place, they got a good one. It's trash. I don't care how you cook it, what you cook it in. It's nasty to me. I do not like it.
You know you're a hypocrite.
I'm just saying.
I don't eat pork.
And I really am. And I'm like, and I don't eat bacon that often. Like it be very,
But that is the only pork you eat though.
Yeah, it is.
But you don't eat the beef bacon?
I like beef bacon. It be fatty sometimes, and everybody don't sell beef bacon.
Right.
Like it is hard to find like
good strip
non-pork beef. I mean non-pork options for breakfast. So I like the turkey sausages, but I like only like turkey patties. Like I don't like them turkey links. That's nasty.
I like omelets, like veggie omelets and waffles for breakfast.
Yeah.
That'd be my main thing right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you. What about you for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast. I only eat one meal a day. I don't eat breakfast.
You gonna be hungry?
No, because I'm really plant based.
Oh,
Every now and then
okay.
I will dibble and dabble into seafood. Like when I go to your restaurant, seafood.
Okay.
Stir fry, but
No cereal?
No. I never liked cereal. My whole life, even when I was a kid, when you're a kid, you got to eat what's in the
That's
house.
what I say, I love cereal as a kid. I used to eat 2-3 bowls of cereal.
See, I used to
What's
get
your
this.
favorite?
Captain Crunch,
Captain
Fruity Pebbles.
I used to beg my mom.
Back
to get
in the day, it used to be King Vitamin. Everybody hated King Vitamin.
I love
love
King
King
Vitamin. Yeah, I love
Vitamin.
King
But King Vitamin was good to me.
I still eat Waffle Crisp. I don't care what anybody say. Waffle Crisp, hey, fuck y'all. Waffle Crisp slap. I don't care what y'all say.
Now my mom had us on Product 19 and them Wheaties. Man, we did.
I hated Wheaties.
Man,
Raisin Bran, Wheaties.
Raisin Bran.
Oh,
yeah.
that's gross. I
Yeah,
can't.
Wheaties, man.
My
Shredded
cousin
wheat
love
too.
it.
She had shredded wheat.
No.
Nah, there's some cereals I eat dry. Like for real. Hey, like Chex, like the honey nut Chex.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That shit slap dry.
Because that's just mix.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you
like
bake
when I
it a
grew
little
up,
bit.
I didn't like milk, so that's why I really didn't like cereal. But I used to beg my mom to get the skim milk, and my brother and sister hated me for that. But
Okay.
I realized it's because I'm just not a fan of dairy products. I don't like mac and cheese, everything dairy. Now, if it's like a cake, I eat cake with some frosting. And
But
something
you eat
like
cookies.
that. Or cookies, yeah. I still eat cookies. I'm a hypocrite too in my health. I'm a hypocrite in my health. I eat cookies.
He hated when I say that.
I eat cookies, yeah. I don't care.
I love cookies. Hey, what can I
Now,
say?
as far as some people in our community or just in the world are becoming more health conscious. Are you might develop something for them, or you just?
So I did do that as well last year and the year before that. I do meal preps for people when they solicit me for that. Just because people, they like to eat fat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Like these people, like I was meal prepping for some solid months straight, and then they all just dropped off. And it wasn't necessarily because they were tired of eating the food or they didn't like the food. They just want to go back to eating their fat stuff.
Like when you.
So I do have a healthier menu where I provide different, things for like meal preps and stuff like that. I used to call it prepping with Dannie. So I had a couple clients that I would provide those type of meals for, stuff like that. But like even though I cook, I eat clean. Like for the most part, I'm not gonna eat too much BS food. Like I don't eat no fast food or nothing like that ever. Like it's been years, probably 10 plus since I had some from like a McDonald's or something like that.
Okay.
I wasn't sure, but last time I was at your restaurant, I wanted to say I saw a drink in a bottle. It was like a green drink.
Oh, Kool-Aid.
Oh, that was Kool-Aid? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I don't even like Kool-Aid because my grandma wouldn't even let us have Kool-Aid in the house coming up. She was a nurse, so she ain't play that. Like, even though we used to eat real food. So I was brought up eating real food. She didn't buy no Kool-Aid ever. I adopted Kool-Aid like in my adult life. We used to do like a fresh lemonade. Like I started off doing lemonades at my first restaurant, and people just like Kool-Aid. They would ask for it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's put Kool-Aid on the menu instead of the lemonade because they was asking for it a lot.
Got to cater.
Then I started playing around with the flavors. So now we got like a tropical watermelon. Everybody like that green one you seen. That was like a green apple lemonade. But yeah, the Kool-Aid sells. So I go with whatever sells.
What about iced tea?
Nope.
You don't do the iced tea?
Nope. I don't like tea.
Oh, you,
I'm not a tea girl. Like
love
I
tea.
drink it. It depends.
Sweet
like,
tea? No type of tea?
Like my best friend, her grandma, she live in Tennessee. She's a cook as well. She got this tea. I don't know what it's called. Peach tea, sweet tea. It's called something, but she make it from scratch. That I love. That's probably the only tea I'ma drink. Any other like canned tea, Arizona tea,
No green tea.
sweet tea, green tea. I don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't. Now, I drink tea if I'm sick or something. I need something warm to drink, then I drink it. But that's not my go-to beverage. Like, let me go get a green tea.
Y'all see, y'all should catering to the consumers. Well, not catering. She's giving y'all what y'all want. So
Yeah.
go get what y'all need. Some good food and some good beverages.
what they say, the customer's always right to a degree.
To a degree.
I say
yeah.
to a degree, yeah.
To a degree, because y'all be
Y'all
coming up
ballin'.
tripping sometimes.
Man, for real.
Yeah, I feel like if it makes sense, I'm going to try it. Because people send me stuff all the time. Like Danny's Kitchen, that's what that restaurant was all about. Living out your food fantasies. A lot of the stuff people would send me like, ooh, can you make this? You make this?
I got a restaurant,
And
they
I'm
do
like,
that.
if it makes sense, I'm going to make it.
I got a restaurant, I'm a regular up there, and I'll be like, hey, can you make this? And they be like, we got you Friday. And
Yeah.
like they'll make me a whole pie or something, like, yeah, here you go.
Yep, and even at the restaurant now, like I have customers that they don't want, they want their chicken fried, like the chicken pieces that we put on the hibachi rice. Somebody asked us
Really?
to fry it one day. We fried it. It's not on the menu, but if we could do it, we'll do it.
That's interesting.
Have you ever fried a chicken without the skin?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, on 12 Mile, because we used to sell chicken over there. We used to do a naked fried chicken, so we wasn't battering it or nothing like how we do on 7 Mile, and that kind of went good too. And then the deep fryer broke, and we just was like, yeah, we ain't putting no deep fryer in here, so we just cut all of the fried options over there. And then like it's a different demographic of people too, so they were really on them ramens and rices and stir fries. So I'm like, it wouldn't be too crazy for us to cut this stuff off because we ain't selling
That
it
demographic,
like
do you feel like you got to season less out there, or you just it's all the same?
that. The seasonings don't deviate.
Okay.
It's just the stuff that we sell. Like now, people are calling like the girls on 12 Mile be like, they keep calling about booting balls. Y'all gotta say it's 7 Mile. They keep calling us every day about booting balls.
Oh, y'all don't do it up there?
No, we don't do booting balls on. Now, when we had a deep fryer, we did do it over there a couple of times. So that's something that we're thinking about doing. But it also be like, when we used to do the boom balls over there, we used to have to be in there to do them because we was the only ones knew how to do them. Mm-hmm. And it's like the cooks on 7 Mile are a little bit more advanced than the cooks on 12 Mile. Like they know how to. I ain't gonna lie to you. West side is the best side. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Y'all heard
but
shout out to
I'm
both
just
of y'all.
saying.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard
You
it.
didn't mean that.
But those are
did.
things that we looking to change moving forward, just so we can be commercial on both platforms, on East Side and West Side. Like I said, like on 7 Mile, we do have more stuff than they do on 7 Mile, and that is technically because of me. Like I'm the main cook for real. I didn't taught them how to do what I do, but it's like cause I'm a little stronger as far as like creating the extra stuff. That's how I put it on the menu. Because it's stuff that I wanted to do on 12 Mile, or I probably advertised, and it didn't do well. Like, them people over there weren't talking about no oxtail.
Now, when you say you was first selling out of your house, did most of those people translate to the restaurant, or are you too far from them now?
Yes and no. Like, I done had people that stay with me my whole cook journey. Everywhere I go, they go. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing a pop-up, they there. Whatever restaurant I'm at, they following me. And then I had some that then fell off. People that I didn't know all my life and I ain't seen them. But
some
it
people
be like that.
Yeah,
so. It be like that. And I'm like, now that I'm in the heart in the city, like, why I ain't seen you?
Right.
But I try not to take that personal. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I feel like my best customers be strangers anyway.
But it's shout out to the Warren location. Y'all just as good cooks.
Look. They gonna be like, yeah, we seen your live. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to help.
Tighten up. Like, figure it out.
She's just saying that to make y'all better. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is. Negative elevation.
You know how that go.
Negative elevation.
I gotta try these booting balls now. Friday, I'm there. Because all this talk about this, I got to get me one now.
And I don't even like booting balls. I be like,
you don't?
I ain't a fan. I mean, they are right.
So what comes in it again? It's hot.
Rice.
It's hot Cheeto.
So it ain't really hot. Okay, so when you blend the flaming hot Cheeto up, it loses its heat. So it got like a little slight spice, but not like you eating a bag of chips. Like, you know how you eat a bag of chips, it ain't like that.
Well, I haven't had hot Cheetos in years because I don't do dairy and it got milk in it. But
my weird eating ass probably put some hot sauce on there.
And I'm not. People probably didn't did that. They do come with like a little cheese dipping sauce. It's like rice, whatever the meat or protein
size of a baseball, or what we talking about?
Yeah, it's a nice size.
Okay.
Handheld, nice little ball.
2 of them or
3?
Oh wow.
3.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't never made through 3 yet. Usually, if I make 3, we all eat them.
You know what? That's food fight food. Like if somebody just, I can picture just somebody just grabbing one.
And that's what it looked like. It looked like a little. It's bigger than a golf ball.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. That's very disrespectful.
But it's more disrespectful at a food fight getting hit with a whole tray or something. Like
you hit me with anything that's disrespectful.
Man.
I might be knocked out that tray.
I ain't never been in a food fight. I don't ever want to be in one.
It's fun. I ain't gonna lie.
It is fun.
Hey.
I ain't even gonna lie. Even
Are we talking high school? What is we talking about?
No, we was fully grown. Well, we was about 18. My best friend, she was the first one to have her own place, and we would always, be at her house. We chilling. This the spot. So we always be over there all day, every day, like in between work or whatever, school, whatever. And I don't even know who started it. Probably my best friend, because he always was starting all the shit. Like, he always with the shits. He always got something going on. I think he might have started it. I don't know how it started, but the whole refrigerator, whole house, up. We throwing flour. We throwing eggs. One of my friends got Italian dressing in her eyes. She like, oh, it's burning. We was having so much fun. Tore that house down. And her grandma pulled up in the midst of us, like,
she looking like
having a food fight. She owned the house and she was just, living at one of her properties. And she pulled up like, what is y'all doing? We are grown. And we had time of our lives until we had to clean that shit up. All the eggs off the wall.
I mean, you gotta clean it up.
Ketchup. We was dirty. We stank. Like, we was throwing eggs, tighter, whatever she had in there, because she didn't cook. So we was just, whatever she had, we was tearing that house up. And her grandma came in there. She cussed us out so bad. She like, what was y'all, why?
And Granny was like this.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Definitely. We had so much fun, though.
It's like having a water balloon fight with food. That's basically what it is.
I don't like, I'm kind of germophobic and cleanly, I think that's the word. I don't just want to have food and powder and flour everywhere.
That's how I started. My best friend put powder on his hand, flour or something, and slapped somebody. And we went from there. And we was, whatever we could find, we was trying to do it.
So you telling me he did the, what's that movie, How High? You remember?
Yeah.
How high?
Yeah.
So let me,
Yep. We bored. We sitting in the house, ain't got nothing to do. Yep.
Man.
Oh, I know that was fun.
We had someone. We was just talking about it the other day. That's what even made it come in my mind again. But we was just talking about it, like, we used to be on that booch.
I'm happy y'all helped clean, because if y'all didn't, to me, y'all not real friends.
No, her grandma, when her grandma came in, she had kind of cussed us out. We was like, okay, nah, my mail, because she's so nice and sweet. She love us, but she ain't never like. We was like, oh shit, we gotta clean up. We about to be in trouble. So we cleaned up and got everything together, and yeah, we never did that again.
Yeah.
Because the eggs coming off the wall, we messed up the paint. We wound up having to help her repaint or something like that, because we had to mess the walls up with the eggs.
That's what it
messed the walls up. Was it on the wall for a minute, or was it?
I mean, I don't know, but it was something with the egg stuff. Wouldn't come off the walls for her. She had white walls too, so I'm maybe the egg stained the walls. But yeah, she's made sure we fixed that too.
She need that deposit.
Like,
I gotta
she
do
like, what?
I gotta do a more you know moment, because you know when somebody get their car vandalized, they use eggs because it'll mess up the paint or anything.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that is true.
Wow.
The more you know.
Yeah.
More you know. Now, can I ask you a question a little bit off the topic of food? Since we talked about food fights, stuff like that, what is something extreme that you always wanted to do? Like ATVing, snowmobiling, I don't know, bungee jumping. What is something you always wanted to do?
I do want to ski. I don't know nothing about skiing. I don't even like the cold for real, but I do want to do that. Like, I'm a adventurous person, so I do anything at least once. Like, not nothing too crazy that might kill me. Like, my friend, he want to go skydiving. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
I'm not jumping off no buildings or nothing like that. I zip lined last year for the first time when I went to Vegas. That was fun, but I was holding my wig down, so I was like, that wasn't that fun. It was all right, though. It was something, you know.
I want to say Holly, Michigan. They got a hill up there. You can ski up there. I want to say it's about 1-2 hours away from here.
Okay.
I want to say there.
And
that's the closest hill, I believe, is Holly, Michigan.
And Traverse City, they got a ski resort up there too.
Yeah, I think for my auntie birthday, we doing a little ski outing. My plan just to go look cute. I want to get my ski stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna really ski. I want to just watch people ski for.
No, just try it. Just
or if they got like the kiddie slope, something. Like, I don't want to break nothing because I need all my bones. I need to be able to use my hands and stuff. So I'm like, I don't.
So what hobbies do you got outside of attending to the restaurants?
I eat, sleep, breathe restaurant. So. Nothing for real. When I do have free time, I want to do nothing. I do nothing. I want to binge watch my show.
Yeah. What's your favorite show?
I don't even have no favorite. Like,
don't say Power.
Favorite show. Oh yeah, I'm
show,
definitely hooked on Power. I like The Shy.
Snowfall.
I love The Shy,
like
but when
Snowfall.
they got on Shy, they got rid of that one dude who played Eazy-E and NWA.
Oh yeah,
because he did some behind the scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. I used to love that shit.
Yeah, I like Shy. I like The Shy. I like all the Power series for real.
You ever watch a show called Southside?
Nope.
It's based out of Chicago. It's a comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say check it out.
Now, do you watch any type of animated shows like South Park?
Hate it.
You hate it?
I hate South Park.
Wow.
Like, I never liked it as a, like growing up or nothing. I don't like South Park. I never liked The Simpsons for real. Well, my mama didn't used to let me watch The Simpsons. So when I did get of age to like watch it, I used to be like, why people watch this?
So let me ask you this. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Can I guess it?
What?
Well, tell me the genre. And I get it. I guarantee
I
it.
like love stories. I'm a girly girl.
Love and Basketball?
Yeah. Love and Basketball is my movie.
I knew it.
I was going to say Brown Sugar.
I like Brown Sugar too. It was Love and Basketball and Love Jones. I love Love Jones.
Okay, Love Jones. Go
Yeah.
I knew it.
Ain't he in both of the movies? Wait, you said no,
Omar
you said
Epps.
Love and That's Omar Epps and Terrence something is in the other one.
I don't remember Brown Sugar.
No, Love Jones. You said Love Jones.
No, that was Lorenz Tate
Lawrence
Yeah,
Tate.
yeah,
I always
yeah,
want to
yeah,
call
yeah.
him Terrence. Lawrence. That's what I meant though.
and Nia Long.
I didn't even know that was Lawrence Tate in the Belly movie, eating a banana. I had no.
That
No,
wasn't
I mean
Tate.
that wasn't him. I'm sorry. Damn,
That was
blanking on
Tyron
people.
Turner.
Yeah, I'm getting everybody wrong.
That was Kane.
Yeah, from yeah. Sorry, I'm getting everybody.
Shout out to y'all out there. Shout out. Now you wanna get ready to pull some questions?
Yeah, we could pull some questions.
All right, this part of the show, I believe we discussed it before. You can pull. You want to do one or two questions?
We could do 2 questions each. You
Okay.
got time for 2 questions each? And then we'll be-
Okay.
Now, if you pull your questions, you don't like what it say, you're more than welcome to put it
So
back.
pull out 2 now.
Yeah, pull out 2 now.
Let me play the music real quick. There we go.
But whatever question you pull, we all got to answer it.
I'm gonna run that back one time.
We go deep.
Pause.
I'll get these 2.
All right, with those, we're gonna start with our lovely guest, and we're gonna go around answering the same question too.
Okay, the first one I got, it says, "What's the wildest night you ever had? What did you do?" So, yeah, my friends, I done had the same friends since I was a kid. So we all been friends for a long time. Every night, if we all together, is the time. We be with all the bullshit. We be drunk. But the wildest night, I think, might have been, it was just me and it was my business anniversary. So every business anniversary I have, I try to go out with my friends, my day ones, because these are the people who helped me really like get my business off the ground. My best friend, she did all my menus, all my social media, she did my website, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, we about to go out, we about to have a good time, we about to go drink, we about to go, enjoy. It's my anniversary. We partying. We went to I don't even remember the name of the place. It was next door to Buffalo Wild Wings downtown, and they had these drinks. They look like ladies, like naked ladies in a glass. It was like some slushy drinks with all little shots on top. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called the Well. I'm not sure. They didn't have food, but we didn't know that they didn't have food.
Right next to Buffalo Wild Wings. You probably
Yeah.
know that's the Well.
So we didn't know that they didn't have food, and we started our night out drinking all of those beverages with all them different kinds of tequila shots and stuff in them. So we just was drunk. And we tried to get food from next door. They was busy that night. It was like a Saturday or something. So they was busy. So we couldn't go over there. So we like, all right, we're going to go to Sweetwater.
Oh, Sweetwater.
So we walking around downtown. We just drunk. Then now we got to pee. We all behind buildings, just crazy. We like, my best friend, her boyfriend, like he be monitoring us. He always like, if we about to do something, like one of the guys coming with us, because they be like, yeah, we gotta watch y'all. He really just be making sure we straight for real, like so we can enjoy ourselves without limits. Ain't gotta worry about who gonna drive, that sort of thing. He usually make sure we straight. But yeah, we was drunk all behind the buildings while he was trying to go get the chicken. He looking for us. We all down another street, but we had a time. We definitely had a time, and it wasn't even nothing that wild, but it was fun.
That's what's up. Should I go next?
It's-
I'm not gonna tell that story. I'm gonna tell my third to first story. It involves alcohol, and we were walking. This is like we were in our early 20s. Just chilling, and then we were walking down from my homeboy house back to the block, and then next thing you know, I noticed underneath my homeboy's shirt, his shirt started barking. Didn't have a dog didn't know we had a dog underneath there because come on, like, bro, where'd you get that dog from? It was a neighbor who had like a little puppy.
Okay.
He took it.
Oh wow.
I'm like, bro, did you take the neighbor's dog?
Wow.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you got to put that dog back.
Definitely.
Then
They
next
stole
thing,
the dog.
The next thing you know, guess what we see? We saw some bright ass lights coming for us. Guess who it was? The neighbor and her 4 brothers.
Wow.
So,
looking for the dog?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So we ran.
Wow.
Was he drunk or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I protected, but I wasn't drunk. You know what I mean? I was functioning.
Right.
But this fool was
Gone. Then stole somebody's dog.
And stole somebody's dog. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
The only thing I can think of, mine is a little bit more serious. I remember we all got out of a club one time, me and a bunch of people I was hanging out with, and this random dude just walked up to us with an all white shirt. He walked up and he said, "I just got stabbed in the alley." And we just looked at him, and then we all just went right back to talking like, "Yes." And then he said it again. "I just got stabbed in the alley." And we looked back at him again. And then we just kept talking like, "Who is this guy? Get him out of here."
Did you see him did you see the stab wound?
Man, bruh, he said it the third time he said it, his white shirt started turning red.
Damn.
Like he got stabbed in the neck, and it was just coming out, and then that's when I felt so bad.
Cause y'all really probably ain't believe him, or just
We ain't
like
believe
we
him,
ain't
like, 'cause
getting your shit.
he came up so normal.
Yeah.
Just got stabbed. But then when it started actually just leaking and coming out, then the cops just showed up, and then
wow.
I remember a few days later, I had to go to court with somebody for another case, and that guy was in court. I guess they got a hold of the dude who did it.
Okay.
I guess he was pressing charges. And I didn't want to. I wanted to walk up to him and say, "Hey, it was me that day." And you came up. But I know he wouldn't have remembered me. He was in shock. I still felt bad though.
Yeah.
So he survived.
Oh yeah, he survived. He survived.
Okay,
but
good.
man, it got him somewhere by the Adam's apple. So
Damn.
and I believe it was unprovoked. A dude just wanted, it was just wild.
It's a bunch of crazies out there.
See, and then that's the thing too, like being from Detroit, like you be trying to mind your business. You don't want to get nobody's stuff. You don't want to be.
God, man, I think a lot. I think I said this on the last podcast. A few years ago, a girl rejected a guy in Detroit, and he unalived her or killed her. I still think about that to this day.
That's crazy.
And bro, you gotta
They
just
be
move
mad.
on.
They really be, oh, fuck you then too. Bitch.
And most women know not to put on the show when you're rejecting a guy. Most women just, no, I'm not interested. But still a guy.
But sometimes they don't take the no. So
They don't.
Yeah, like we used to have a system, me and my girls, we used to be lying. We'd give them a number. We used to give each other numbers out with a fake name. And they'd be like, you gave my number to somebody named such and such. And I'd be like, yeah, that was me.
But it's a dude crazy when as soon as you give him the number, he's like, I'm gonna call it right now.
Oh, yeah.
They
Man, that happened to me.
That's
and
why
I gave my friend number, and he like, you ain't give me your real number. I pulled off on him like,
Oh yeah, lucky.
Hey, so he just went rolling in the dust as soon as you pulled up on him.
like, ooh, like my bad. I ain't never gonna see this man again. I don't want to talk to you.
So I'll
man.
get you next time.
Like what? I'm like, he really called.
So
And she
funny.
like, see, that's what you ain't supposed to be doing that in the first place. Give him your own number. Don't be trying to give him my number.
I got 2 fake numbers. I know them by heart.
Oh wow.
Why do you know those numbers by heart?
Hey, for the people I don't rock with. And you
Oh,
ever
no. I'm thinking somebody gave you a fake number.
No,
You know.
I got 2 fake numbers.
Oh,
Because I got 2
oh.
text now numbers that I know by heart. You ever go to a store and they be like, so many stores nowadays, when you purchase something, they want your phone number. Okay, you're going to get a fake number that I can just change up.
Has that ever happened to you? Somebody didn't take rejection too well?
It's rare that women walk up to me. No,
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I thought somebody came up to you and like, hey.
no, my fake number is mainly for retailers.
Oh.
They always want the number. And, every now and then somebody might try to call me or get in touch with me.
You know what would be the worst since you mentioned that?
What?
You know when you be in the mall, you see them dudes at the kiosk and they're trying to get your damn attention. Like, hey, come check this out.
I hate them.
I hate them. When
I
Especially
be
when they
ignoring
wanna-
them. I try to have tunnel vision and just keep walking like I don't hear nothing, or I get on my phone or something like that. One of them I did stop. He was like cleaning shoes and stuff.
Yeah,
I was about to
He
tell
cleaned
you.
the hell out of my shoes. I got 2 of them kits. I'm like, okay.
The kits
I
is
did
so
buy
like
that. I did.
$70 though. The kits be
Yeah,
expensive.
they was doing a little special at the time. Like you buy 2 kits. I think I got it for like $80 or something like
Man,
that.
that's
Nah, I got a story with that. I was at Fairland, and the dude was so cool, I couldn't help but not to buy a kit.
Yeah.
I bought one. I looked at my bank statement. I'm like, that fool forgot to charge me.
Oh wow.
Dude was high.
Wow.
He forgot to charge me for the kit. I felt bad. I wanted to see that if I see him again, but I ain't seen him no more after that.
He probably got fired.
He probably did.
Yeah, he didn't give away the
See,
kit for
I
free.
wear my work shoes a lot, and my work shoes are biscuits.
Okay.
I'm talking about my shoes need lotion. They got ash. So every time I'm in the mall, they clown my shoes. Man, bro, let me please put something on your shoes. And that, please, brother, please. So I get about it. That make me not want to. Man, they gonna be on my feet for 2 hours straight. My work shoes, so bad.
And they don't even be caring what kind of shoes you have on. Because
They
I
don't.
came in there and my shoes was crispy.
Yeah.
He like, you got a little scratch right there. I got this stuff. Let me show you. And he put it on there and it went right off. He like, see? They right back like new.
But don't that feel they trap you though, because once they take care of your shoes,
You feel obligated.
you feel obligated. Man, I got to get something. What's your cheapest item?
Yeah.
It's still $70 about.
Yeah,
50,
and now they don't be playing them little kiosks.
But damn, $70 just to clean
It's 50
some
or 70 or
shoes?
something.
Shit.
And
for
then
the
what's so
kid.
crazy? I bought them kits. You know, I ain't never used them kits.
Never use them.
Never-
No,
yeah.
no, never used them.
Now, if you was there when I was there, you could have got yours for free.
See? Yeah, because he ain't even charged for it. I wish I would have got him, because I sure spent the 80 ball.
Because he was blowed in mother. Hey, man, he sounds just like Snoop Dogg. If you
Oh,
out there,
wow.
hey, don't come for me. Hey, it was your fault. That's all I'm saying. All right, next question. If you had to have an extra limb, what would it be?
Extra limb.
Who wrote this damn question?
An extra limb.
I want extra hands. 'Cause if
I
I,
was about
had
to
extra
say-
hands, boy, I could be getting to it.
Give me an extra arm with a like.
Arms, hands.
When I'm hemming somebody up, I could be slapping them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Extra arm, you know what I mean?
I don't want an extra head or nothing.
Like if I
That'd
could just detach them, like I don't want to walk around with 4 arms like the person
Like Goro? Mortal Kombat?
Was it Mortal Kombat or
She had 4 arms.
Street Ball? I mean, no. What's it called? The little
I don't even know Mortal
Street
Kombat.
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat.
It was a lady on there and she had a bunch of arms.
She's Mortal
She
Kombat
was
too.
strong. I
That's-
forgot her name.
Yeah, she also Mortal Kombat. Might
But she
be
was
Street Fighter.
slow. That's the problem in the game. She
I
was
just
She
remember
was, and
Goro-
she used to be jumping on people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Mortal Kombat.
be like E Honda.
Yep. Oh, my question?
Your question.
Oh, shit, I ain't even pre-read. What the heck?
Who wrote that?
What do that say?
Let me see.
What character do you identify with?
What character do you identify with? Who wrote this? You want to pick another
Man,
question?
give me
Yeah,
another.
no, we're going to play it again.
I'm sick of your insubordination.
That's a good intro to that beat. Okay, this one.
Hope it's a good one.
Which animal do you not like at all?
I don't like possums.
I don't like cats.
You don't like cats?
They sneaky. Cats is sneaky. I ain't never been a cat fan. They sneaky. And my cousin, she had cats growing up, and they used to be peeing in the closet and stuff.
Man, I had a
and
cat
peeing
pee
on
in my-
her clothes and stuff. I don't like cats.
But dogs can do that too. low-key.
yeah,
But just a cat. Something about it.
I don't know. Yeah,
Remember,
I don't like cats.
I had the brand new Pippins when I was a kid, and the cat peed in my Pippins. It didn't.
And your what?
My Pippins,
And
my
shoes?
shoes.
Oh,
I had the
not
brand
the
new
shoes,
Pippins.
not the
yeah.
shoes.
And then
wow.
this was like a week before the new school year started. Brand new shoes. My mom was like, "I don't got no extra bread to get you more shoes," so I had to wear Payless shoes. But
Man, I would.
I appreciate growing up with the Payless shoes, though, man.
You don't
It taught me character,
you don't think about it too.
man.
Yeah.
Years later, you said you would have wore the pissy shoes.
Man, what? I
First-
would have tried to figure it out or put it in the washing
Nah, give me-
machine
man.
or something.
Because that's why now I am the way I am as far as fashion. I love fashion, but it ain't everything to me. So I appreciate it.
was
That's
your,
my second. Yeah,
that was your
my
answer.
I forgot what the question was. Oh,
Animal you do not like.
I really don't got no animal I don't like. Probably like crazy dogs. You ever go over to somebody's house? Oh, he don't bite.
Yeah, you right here jumping on the
Nah,
damn
bro.
furniture.
I don't. Any animal I feel like he don't
people.
bite. And wild animals, most wild animals, yeah.
I told you mine. I don't like possums. I don't like how they look.
Yeah, possum sneaky.
But that's just mean. Just imagine an ugly person with a good heart. That's what a possum is.
How does a possum have a good heart?
I'm not. We just because it look bad is why people don't kill them and don't like them.
It's just like a rat. A rat is another one.
Possums feisty though. They kiss at you. They'll
Yeah, they-
bite
What
your
if that's
ass.
the, what's that? What if that's the possum actually smiling, but it just looks so ugly we think it's a his?
Probably so.
That's why I don't like them.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Is there an ugly person you don't like? Just be honest.
No, we ain't.
No, hell no. We all got one we don't like. I got a couple.
Because they're ugly.
No,
Because they're ugly.
it don't mean they're ugly on the outside. It can be ugly on the inside too.
Okay, if it's inside ugly, I got
Yeah, there's
several.
plenty of them I hate.
I
you
got
mother.
several.
You, hey, hold on, wait a minute.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch,
Then what this do?
You got to stop doing that.
Stop being ugly. Damn it. All right, enough about that.
Stop being ugly, but I don't like surgeries though. I'd rather somebody be
I'm talking
naturally
about
ugly
I'm
than
talking about ugly on that side.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can do something about that.
Right.
Surgeries, man, that say a lot about your self-esteem though. That's a turnoff to me.
Vanity.
But like I have friends that have had stuff done to them, and one of my friends, she had like 4 kids or something. She was always a small friend girl, but having the kids, have promoted her not to be like that.
That's different.
And when you have a bunch of kids, you know, it's hard for you to, your skin it's not never gonna be what it was when it gets stretched out, you know, multiple times or whatever. So she had a tummy tuck. And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You want your body back. You done gave your body to these kids all
It's
these years.
kind of different.
What's
I mean,
wrong
you
with
right.
that?
You right. But
Now the ant booties and stuff like that, I ain't know that.
let me-
You ain't got no booty. You ain't got no booty.
That's what I've been trying to
let me ask you this:
BBW.
how do you feel about men with BBLs?
Do they do that?
They
So
do.
it's a rapper. He got fake abs.
What's the name? Do that? Bandman Kevo.
Yeah, he
Bad
got
man
fake
Kevo.
abs. Some men get lip injections and
BBL
now fake
jersey.
teeth. I kind of get the fake teeth. Everybody's teeth ain't the best, but
Nah,
I hear a lot
yeah,
of them.
because if you can get your teeth fixed, and if you have like a teeth problem, get them boys fixed.
Yeah,
Get you some veneers, whatever you need to do.
I
That's
hear
fine.
they really sensitive though. You can't eat everything when you get veneers, like cold stuff. I don't know how true that
Oh
is.
yeah.
But I had another one too. People who went through house fires, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
skin,
Then
people like that,
go for the
yeah.
surgery. But if you already don't got no kids, just try and get chose and look prettier. That say a lot about you. You don't
Yeah.
got no self-esteem to me. And if I'm aware, all of this I'm looking at is fake, I can't take you serious. We can have fun. I can't take you serious.
That's just like me taking my beard off. This is fake. This is lace front beard.
Right? You
Yeah,
remember I
that's
used to
weird.
tease you
Yeah,
for that. I used to tease you for that if you remember.
And you know what I tell you?
What you was impressed.
Why are you gay?
Come on, we ain't about to do that.
Hey, did you go to your second question yet? I can't remember.
Oh no, it's in
Yeah.
my hand still.
I'm straight and I'm hetero for the ladies out there.
I can't see what this say.
You need help with that one?
I think it say if you could change any law, what would it be? I want to pick another one.
Yeah, throw that back in. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got two. Hold on. You want me to put this back in there?
No. If you read it, we leave them out.
Okay. What did it say?
Hey.
Don't direct nothing in here.
Yeah.
This say, do you think Craig stole the boxes on Friday?
I know wrote that one.
Yep, I definitely think he stole them boxes on Friday.
No, I think it was what's the name? The dude who slipped and fell in the grocery store.
You talking about Ezel?
I think it
Those
was
were
Ezel.
speakers. They weren't boxes.
No, I'm just saying he the type of guy who probably would have just been snooping around and stealing them.
But at the same time, he did say, Craig, look like your head in the videotape.
What that mean? It could have been
Just saying,
Debo.
I'm just,
Yeah,
Hey,
it
no,
could have
Debo
been
was a
anybody.
ball. I mean, Debo was.
Yeah, I think Luzelle too, because Craig didn't seem like the type that was gonna steal it. He
don't
was
care,
gonna steal
like-
some boxes. Like he used to be high. He wasn't thinking about stealing no boxes.
I'll just say this. He didn't say he didn't take no boxes.
He never did.
Yeah, he never, so we don't, 50-50.
Yeah, that's true. We'll never know.
Yeah.
Well, I think they supposed to be coming out with a new Friday or something.
They've been
This-
working on it for years.
late in the
man.
game.
People done passed away now.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
be, it's a
it
different
ain't gonna be the
generation.
same. I think they should just let dogs die. Like leave it
I
as
say it might be
is.
good though if they get Chris Rock and
Chris Rock.
I'm sorry, Chris
Tucker.
Tucker. and DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah,
I feel like if you got DC Young Fly as Chris Rock's son and somehow
Yeah.
you got to create a new plot.
Right.
Don't live off. Any
oh yeah,
old
and like
plot.
is that Ice Cube?
Ice Cube, yeah.
Yeah, Ice Cube and his son. You know,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
son could play somebody.
Somebody, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you,
It's a different
you remember
generation.
Coming to America, they tried to live too much off of the old plot with the
Yeah.
second one, and that if y'all would have went a whole new direction.
I liked it to come into America
Oh,
though. It was
part two?
cool. Yeah.
Oh wow, you the only one.
I mean,
You the only one, I guarantee.
The problem is they took too long to make a sequel.
yeah,
That's the problem.
I think so
the
too.
plot, man. They could have.
And then it's like sometimes like some stuff just it is what it is. It ain't no trying to make it better like because it was already a classic.
It was already.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about that movie, I'm glad they were able to get James Earl Jones and John Amos in the movie.
Oh,
before they
and
passed.
the real mama. I mean the wife. What
Yeah.
was her name? In the first one, I forget.
Was she in that?
Yeah, you know the girl.
The
that
queen?
The
Oh,
queen.
yeah. The wife, yeah,
I can't remember her name. I know
know.
you're talking about.
And she still looked good.
Mm.
I liked that part. I thought that was dope.
They even had the lady who was barking like a dog on one
Yeah.
foot.
Oh, they had her. Yeah, they
Which
did have
didn't.
her.
That joke. Come on. Years later, you still do.
too late.
Come on.
Like you still working like a dog. That was funny though. That was funny to me. And I liked it how they had Tiana Taylor and stuff. I just wish like, you know, I thought that was
think they
cool.
needed
I
that.
liked it. I liked Coming to America too. I actually just watched it recently though.
I just think it could have been better if it was released earlier.
It could have.
Yeah. I mean they waited too long. It was like 50 years later.
Way too long.
Different
Yeah.
plot. I just really didn't like it. They catered too much.
Now, my question says right here, it's funny, we just talked about this. Would you ever go to a Lauryn Hill concert? Absolutely.
Yeah, I still want to hear Lauryn Hill.
You're not a Lauryn Hill fan?
I'm not. She canceled a lot and she be hours late. I got stuff to do. I can't be waiting 3 hours.
I don't know if she's still like that now. Like, you know, she said it was just like a lot going on at that time for her and stuff like that.
She did it for a 10-year stretch at least.
Yeah, but I see she back out here again, going, you know, doing different concerts and stuff, and you know, putting her old music back out here.
I'll say
it's
this.
Timeless. Her music timeless. So I feel like it's dope.
I'll go to a Fugees concert, not Lauryn Hill. I feel like she'll be on time with Fuji.
With them. With the other
by
guy.
herself, I'm not even gonna chance it.
Well, if she was on time, I would go.
Okay, if we answer it like,
if she was
shout
on
out
time.
Lauryn Hill, I still love you.
I had the biggest crush on you back in the day. I just saw a video of you on them old shows. You was showing them legs.
She don't show nothing now.
Yeah,
She be having on like a bag or something. She be, ooh.
That's your number one teen crush?
It was definitely top 5.
Okay, what about you? You had a teen crush back in the day? If you
I'm not even gonna tell y'all because now he all in trouble and stuff. But I used to like Diddy. I was a Diddy girl. I love Puff Daddy coming up. I like all the people in trouble now. Diddy, R. Kelly, like.
Is it because they had good musical talent? That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came in the bad boy era, so
okay.
I like Diddy and Mace and stuff like
Not
that.
Not Biggie.
No, never Biggie.
You just like his music.
He's straight. But I was raised in a Tupac household. My daddy was a Tupac fan. He did have Biggie albums though, just because he was a music fanatic. He used to have, the CD racks. He had about 10 CD racks in a room that we couldn't touch.
Are you talking about the old school? Yeah.
And we used to go when he go to work and stuff. We used to sneak in there and listen to all his music and stuff like that. Like, but he was a Tupac fan. That's all I was getting.
Do you remember how your dad felt about the beef? With Tupac versus, of course, Tupac versus
East Coast, West Coast.
He was against against Biggie and Puff and all of that. He ain't really mess with.
Oh, so he chose a side. He wasn't neutral. Okay.
When you think about it, most people chose the sides back in them days.
Yeah, but some people saw the bigger picture. Like, man, this is just a tear down of the whole community.
Basically,
they did after both of them, unfortunately got killed. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
Because that's when everybody started coming together. Like, look, we got to stop this.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
in Jet Magazine or Ebony Magazine, one of y'all allegedly ignited the whole thing, but
I want to say it was a source, allegedly.
No, I don't think it might have been.
I can't remember which one it was. It was one of those.
Okay, my question. Who are better cheaters, men or women?
Oh, shit.
If y'all don't want to answer this, I can put it back.
I answered, women better cheaters, women better liars. Y'all don't be knowing what be going on.
Did y'all hear that? Now,
that's not to say that I'm a cheater because I don't believe in that. But I know women are better liars and they better.
Hey, I gotta press this.
So remember what I said, because I said it.
Women that might be true, but everybody who dedicates themselves to the craft of cheating or the art, whatever you want to call it, if you dedicate yourself, you're gonna be good. It's some people who,
but that's not the question though. The question is who are better cheaters?
Whoever dedicate themselves more, and most of the time, women have the time to dedicate and plot and figure. Oh, he gonna be here and there.
So you agree with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I do too. Because look, I know you're trying to give a reason, which is cool, but let's let it be 100 with what it is. Women are better cheaters.
Shout out to, I guess, the better cheaters. Is that what we doing?
I didn't say all that.
You said that. Oh, you did say you was gonna throw it in, and I answered it.
Oh yeah, women. I guess y'all get the trophy for that.
Look, let's keep 100. Look, men are not as advanced when it comes to cheating. I'll be the one because for one, we can't keep our lie together.
No, you know what?
We can't. No, let me I'll give you a good example. You remember when Mike Epps had that joke? He was talking about some. You had your girl on speakerphone. He was talking about your girl have her on speakerphone, and she asked her friend like, "We in the house, girl? You always in the house? Yeah, I told you. Then the dude be on the phone with his homeboy. Hello, hey man, where the bitch is at? Mm-hmm. He said, "I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, have a blessed day." That is a perfect example on why men are not good cheaters.
You know what? I'll say this to the men that kind of get away with cheating is because you have a docile and submissive wife. To me, I think a lot of women, they know what's up, but they don't want to address it. Us men will address it when we have inklings that something is going on.
Hold on, say that first part one more time.
A lot of men who are good at cheating is because their women don't have a backbone. So you really feel like you're getting away with it, but that you're not getting away with it. She's just choosing to look the other way. So I will say women are better cheaters because most men really don't know nothing going on. Most women, it's like you know something's going on. You just don't. You want to ignore it versus addressing it.
I think with women, it's our intuition. Y'all start moving funny, doing stuff funny. You know, women are observers. They watch. They know they man. Like, I know your comings and goings when you about to do this or do that, and now you being weird to me.
But women get caught too, though. So that
Yeah.
I've seen.
But you know, I will say this. I hate to say it, but a lot of guys, they would think it's bragging. But you tell a woman all your business, and they just processing all the information,
And they don't forget.
and they don't forget.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do that, she, like you said, she gonna know your movements.
I'll just say for
gotta
the
be
women,
smarter.
the women who got men raising kids that's not theirs, y'all like the worst people in society. That at least let them know, give them the opportunity to still raise the kids, but by just saying, "Oh, you the daddy," that's the worst.
It's wild you brought that up. You want to know why? I just saw a video about that today, about a stepfather. Mm-hmm. He went camping with the son, came back home early. Come to find out, the mother was in the bed with the biological father.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And he wanted to rush in on the biological daddy, but the daddy pulled out no, we ain't doing that. You know who I blame in that situation? The stepfather.
How?
Because he had to know how she was moving.
Some again, like she said, some women are really you won't even be able to tell. Women, they're gonna make sure everything is going perfect. They're gonna cook you the meal you like so you can go to bed early and they can do what they do.
You're absolutely right, but here's why I say that. She was trying to rush him out the house.
Then she done.
That's
You
what
got to
I'm
make
saying.
sure everything is.
That's what that was about.
Well, he should have been having his antennas up because why you rushing me out the house?
Thank you. They said.
I wish I ain't pulled that question.
Hey, they said it, not me. I'm the nice guy. No, I'm not, but I'm still. We got any more questions?
No, I answered mine.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I answered mine too.
Me too.
But we had a good episode, y'all.
We had a great episode. Hey, we got to give another shout out to our guest, Dannie from Trap Ramen.
Thank you for having me.
We thank you for coming through. You know, like I said, the food was awesome. We can't wait to come back. Can't wait to go back.
7 Mile and Evergreen.
Yeah. You want to get an address?
What's the other
to
one?
people out there
12
time?
Mile and Van Dyke, you said?
Yep, 12 Mile in Van Dyke. So Van Dyke address is 28742 Van Dyke, and then 7 Mile is 19740. We're on the corner of Plainview, 1 block before you get to Evergreen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going to lie, I've been hungry as hell ever since we started talking about food. So, I'm ready to go get some food now.
Yep.
All right, you got anything you want to plug or anything you want to say? Or Facebook or anything? Instagram?
Did you want to shout? I know you said one of your homeboys got a restaurant too, like 3 restaurants. Did you want to shout anybody else
so
out?
many cook friends. It's so many.
Do you want to shout out some other restaurant?
Shout out to What's the Deal? That's my baby. She's doing the pickle sandwiches. You know, the
with the
bread-
pickle bread?
Pickles? Yeah,
I didn't
heard
know.
about that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go there
So
one day.
she's somebody else for y'all to interview. She got a real dope story. We connected just because our stories is a little
We gotta check
similar.
that
She
out.
real dedicated. Love her to death. Mushia, she on the pasta bowl on 6 Mile. She's dope. She got good food.
I think I've been there too before.
Yep. Who else? I don't want to forget anybody and then they be mad at me. I got a lot of cook friends.
But just tell them I edited it.
I appreciate everybody, but I got a lot of cook friends, a lot of dope people. I'm just been
Shout
meeting
out
a lot
to all
of
her
people.
day ones too. The ones her homegirls and homeboys was holding her down and in the food fight with her and everything. Shout out to y'all.
Yep, definitely.
Also, shout out to the day ones over there at 6 Mile Cooking and on Warren. We're not leaving you out. Also, it's another thing too when it comes to restaurants. I do like cheesecake. You plan on adding that to the menu?
We actually had cheesecake because I'm good friends with her name is Rhonda. She owns Lucky's Cheesecakes. So we used to.
On 9 Mile?
Her name is Rhonda, but her cheesecake business is called Lucky's Cheesecake.
Right on 6 Mile.
Before that, it was called something else, and they used to have one on 6 Mile and Greenfield back in the day. And that's initially when I met her about 10 years ago. I used to go get the cheesecake, and she used to do different flavors and stuff like that. Like, she the one who made cheesecake popping in the city for real. And most of these restaurants you go to, the pizza places and stuff like that, they carry her product. So we used to do the cheesecakes, and then they wasn't kind of selling a little bit, so we kind of dropped it.
Because
but
she
we
got the
probably could
Superman.
pick it back up. But yeah, she had a Superman, strawberry crunch. My favorite was a apple cherry. So it used to have like strudel or something on top and cherries and stuff. She make a what is it called? Barbados rum cake or something she make. It's so good. I miss her.
In my adult life, I just started liking desserts with alcohol in it.
Yeah. You couldn't really, it don't really taste like a strong like alcohol taste, but it used to be so good. Bread pudding, that's what it was called.
Bread pudding.
A Barbados rum bread pudding she used to make, so good. But yeah, I'll probably start doing the cheesecakes again.
Will do.
Yeah.
I just got one more thing I just want to say.
Go for it.
Quite off topic. I just want to let y'all know I got people out there in California. Right now, y'all nowhere near the fires, but I just want to let y'all know that my thoughts and prayers are with y'all. I hope that fire don't do any more damage than it already done. It's an unfortunate ass situation, especially right now since you got politicians in office making jokes about the situation that's not funny as hell. How would you feel if you got your shit burned down and you start talking about some shit like that?
Are they really making fun of it?
The president just said fire off, and he kept laughing.
Wow.
Biden?
Yes.
Okay.
That shit went, and he did it a couple of more times. I don't find that shit funny. That lets you know right there how much they don't give a fuck about you. These people don't give a fuck about you, no matter if you left or right. These people don't give a fuck about you. So what you got to do? You got to do what's best for you. Do what's best for you because these people don't care about you. How many times do I got to tell you that? That's all I got to say.
Anyway, this has been a Takeoff podcast.
But no, I had to go there real quick because certain things. But again, we want to thank our guests for being on the show. Dannie from Trap Ramen, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm your boy Adrian, a.k.a. D.
I'm Stubbs.
And we out of here.
Peace.
Peace.